Hi, I'm Jason Buck and I work with RE/MAX Estate Properties here in Palos Verdes. I grew up here in this house. I was very fortunate to buy the house that I grew up in, and it's just been a wonderful asset to my career to know the area, to know the schools, to know the culture, to know the climate, and all the little hidden secrets about Palos Verdes that I share with my clients. A friend of mine came over that I knew from high school, and he had said, I want to start a networking group. And that group became the Karma Foundation. And I went to their first meeting at the House of Blues Foundation Room, and they challenged all the members. They said, we want you to go out into the community and find a way to make it better. Karma members are dedicated to philanthropy, environmental preservation, and prosperity for the world. These are some of the top entrepreneurs in the area that have all gathered to go out and have a good time. Proceeds from their events go to a charity. So I thought about what could I do for my community, and it always rang a bell playing guitar at the church group and just song, and how music is such a universal language that expands any boundary. It's just amazing. And lo and behold, about 2 weeks later, a band came to record in my studio, the CPAL studio. Members of this band had epilepsy, schizophrenia, Williams syndrome, autism, but they said, you know what, we really need a guitar player. And I said, you know what, I can play guitar. I joined the band, not knowing really what I was getting into. And our first gig was that weekend, a Christmas party at Ability First. There's maybe 40 wheelchairs and other kids with severe disabilities. You wouldn't be able to tell. The extreme joy, the support, and the enthusiasm from this crowd was contagious, and I was sold. I had found my calling, a life-changing experience. About 2 months later, we go to the NAMM show, and we get to meet Gibson Guitars and shared our purpose, spreading the talents and passions of people with disability. They gave us a scholarship of $10,000 that we used to go to China. And we took about 23 people on a field trip and played at Fudong University and got a special permit, one of only 3 bands, to play on the Great Wall. It was incredible. China was an amazing experience, and I still play with No Boundaries, now called Kindred today. We go up to Easter Seals in Big Bear every year, and it's really an awesome way to give back, and has really fulfilled my purpose of the karma part of giving back to my community. In August of 2011, I received an email from a man in China. He was interested in finding a home in Palos Verdes because of the great school district. So I sent him a list of 17 homes, and he wrote back with a few favorites. One of them was on Via del Cielo, just down the street. But it didn't have the large grand entrance, and it didn't have a swimming pool, which he wanted to add. And I said, Chester, there's another one down the street that might work for you. And he said, wow, let's take a look. So I grabbed my video camera, and I came to this house. And I took video of the whole home, and I edited it, and I sent it to China, and Chester said, I can't open that. China blocks YouTube, and they block all sorts of moving videos. So I scratched my head and said, what about Dropbox? He says, what's Dropbox? And we figured that out, and I got the file to him. Needless to say, Chester bought this house, $3.8 million, from a video. So Chester and I became great friends through the transaction. I don't think I've ever met anyone as smart as him, and I have a lot of admiration for him. So I asked him, Chester, how did you find me? He said, Jason, I typed into Google the best real estate agent in Palos Verdes, and your name was at the top of the list. I said, wow, that's amazing. I've never done any SEO for that. I can't believe it. And then he said, and I scrolled down your homepage and I saw you playing guitar, and I knew I could trust you, as Chester is a guitar player himself. I said, Chester, did you realize that I was playing on the Great Wall? He said, no, I had no idea. What an amazing story. That to me is the essence of karma. Doing something for someone with no expectation in return and finding a complete gem at the end of the rainbow. And that's how I live my life. Enjoy every day to the fullest. I love Palos Verdes. I love talking about it. I love all the history and culture here, and I'm happy to share my knowledge with you. If you'd like more information about Palos Verdes real estate market, or maybe music, or maybe how you can do something karmatic for the rest of the world, write to me and I'd be happy to share with you. Jason@jasonbuck.com. Make it a great day.